Hello, Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Let me check. Alright, so my name is Khairul. Selamat berpuasa dan salam Ramadan. Jadi apa khabar anda semua pada pagi ini? Saya harap anda baik. I hope you are well. I hope you had your sahur. And for those non-Muslim, welcome to the Ramadan month. And today this ice chat on the first Ramadan month. Special guest, someone special. From Nayosh. His name is Encik Azizi. So I bring to you Encik Azizi. Begin to Encik Azizi. Hello. Hi, Encik Azizi. How are you? Apa khabar pagi ni, Encik Azizi?
Hai, good in a fasting month kan.
Ah,
Alhamdulillah. Terima
ah.
kasih. Terima kasih Cik Karul from Design Thinking lah.
Right.
So I'm very grateful to join this session dengan Cik Karul ini.
Alright.
And then first of all, I'm from NIOSH Certifications. NIOSH Malaysia ada satu, then I'm from NIOSH Certification.
Okay.
We are CB, we are certification body.
Okay.
Right.
So, PKP extended, Cik Azizi. Sebelum kita pergi ke topik kita yang sangat menarik ni sebenarnya. Vengeance Syndrome. Cik Azizi, PKP MCO ni, where do you stay and how is it like for you? Macam mana dengan you?
Bersyukur, Alhamdulillah. So kena reda. If not, kita tak reda ni, kita akan put in some aggression, ketidakpuasan hati dalam diri kita. Then you will be, kata apa, cetus banyak isu lah kan.
Okay.
So in this PKP, kita kena find out lah. So the way that kita nak berada dalam rumah, that kita never been in the house for so long kan. Selalu kita 8 jam dah pergi ke office, and then sometimes office kita berada di office terlalu lama, dan kat rumah pun on Saturday Sunday.
Right.
Then I probably percaya that all audience yang tengok ni kan, semua ada satu permintaan yang pernah nak rasa aku nak duduk rumah lah for 1 week ke apa semua, not doing something kan, duduk relax. Then Allah SWT bagilah. So then kita more than 1 week lah, ini tambah lagi sampai 12 Mei. Yeah. Okay.
So you stay kat mana? Shah Alam?
I stay kat Shah Alam.
Alright. So can you tell us a little bit more about NIOSH certification? Sikit je untuk orang-orang luar ni tahu.
At NIOSH Certification Sdn Bhd, we're doing a lot of trainings and audits lah. We are CB, we are certification body, and then what we're doing is we try to give a management system. We talk about ISO, International Standard Organization, and talk about the management system. What is management system all about? Is talk about how that the organization to address the risk of the organization in niche ataupun in specific scheme. Let's say kita ada OSH, we have ISO 45001, we have Road Traffic Safety Management System 39001. Okay, today also the Vengeance Syndrome is a part of partial kita nak discuss, dan kita nak ada linkages dengan Road Traffic Safety Management System. So it's basically how to control your operational risk, your managerial risk, and juga your policy maker risk. And then kalau kita boleh kawal, then macam the business continuity we have also kan. Kalau kata this pandemic issue, this is about disruption of the business, banyak kan berlaku sebagainya, then how that you going to tackle the issue. Basically it's come back to the basic, Cik Karul, ialah berkaitan dengan how that you manage your risk in the organisation.
Right. I think that's a very interesting position. NIOSH as a certification body.
Yeah.
Right. So come back to our topic. So I think with as a certification body, as we know, certification is not something easy. It's not tak mudah. No, there's a lot of process. No, I remember masa dulu I get involved in in large organisation, ada ISO. No, you mentioned ISO just now. So ada ISO, nak upgrade to ISO ataupun nak ISO audit kelang kabut, semua
Correct.
nak kena buat documentation lah macam-macam. Jadi now, you mentioned just now that as NIOSH certifications, we also have what we call road traffic safety management system, right? Jadi masa
RP,
I ingat masa last week I reach out to Naya Certification and then reach out to you.
right?
Then I tanya what would be interesting for audience in COVID. You
Yeah.
mention about vengeance syndrome.
Yes.
Saya first time dengar sebenarnya vengeance syndrome ni. Saya pun buat research sikit. Ada banyak kepada PTSD, post traumatic stress something.
Yeah. Yes.
Then I cakap vengeance syndrome. Oh, this is very unique kan. So
Yeah.
mungkin Cik Azizi, can you enlighten us a little bit? Vengeance syndrome ni apa dia sebenarnya?
Okay, just a brief to get the audience lah yang dengar ni. Saya rasa ramai dengar ni, ramai kawan-kawan saya tag saya, are you going to give a online FB apa semua ni, kata out of sudden kan, tak pernah tengok dalam Facebook dan kata okay, yalah, give some kata sharing information. And then basically the hypothesis I kena quote kat sini, this is a hypothesis because there is no betul-betul data yang solid to talk about this vengeance syndrome affected the root user. Okay, basically when talk about vengeance ni, a lot of people faham lah kan. Vengeance ni kalau dipermudahkan dalam bahasa Melayu, it talk about dendam, dendam ataupun sesuatu benda yang kita ingin tetapi kita tak dapat, dan kita akan react whether it's positively or negatively. So that is to talk about the vengeance lah. Back dulu kita zaman kanak-kanak dulu sebagainya. Kalau bapak kita cakap don't do this, don't do that, everything that, kita kadang-kadang geram saja kan. So means that, contoh lah, very simple kata understanding is, kalau kita mak ayah kita dulu tak bagi kita makan coklat because of the impact to your teeth dan sebagainya, tapi kadang-kadang kita curi-curi makan, then apa akan terjadi? So kan, then the impact. So bila kita bawa kepada this vengeance syndrome, this basically talk about behavior, talk about behavior of root user. Okay, dalam saya punya study ni, due to this pandemic issue, banyak sebenarnya this vengeance syndrome was not only been measure or do some analysis towards root saja, towards you punya contoh pemakanan, contohnya kan, pemakanan you juga there is a vengeance juga. Bila you contohnya diet, then suddenly you cannot eat rice apa semua, then after that you start to eat more kan. And then sama juga dengan this vengeance syndrome. Vengeance syndrome is talk about kita tidak dibenarkan untuk membuat pergerakan melebihi daripada 10 km, dan kalau kita tak essential, then we need to berada dalam kita punya compound rumah dan sebagainya, kita tidak boleh bergerak kan. Because the objective is to putuskan exposure kan, pendedahan towards the COVID-19. Okay, tapi perlu diingat, kita boleh berlakunya mental stress. This vengeance, this syndrome, to talk about the behavioral, talk about stress of the orang yang tak boleh keluar daripada pagar contohnya, kan. Then the aggression, okay, talk about the aggression. Memandu perlu ada aggression tetapi perlu kawal kan, mild aggression, and then put in the vengeance, then we create a violence in the road. Okay, I read a lot of journal and research yang akan I share dekat I punya slide nanti selepas ni. Then also I did some members. I would like to also, sebelum teruskan ini, ialah thank you to my team members from the lead auditor. They all is a lead auditor from Road Traffic Safety Management System team. And then we call out the Professor Dr. Wong, Dr. Tajuddin on the medical side. Saya akan tunjuk sedikit lah. It's just 2 weeks preparation of having the risk. Either betul tak ada risk ni? We talk about benda ni. Okay?
Right. Good. I think that's a good point where you mentioned a few things related over here just now, Azizi. You mentioned that VS or vengeance syndrome is not limited only to driving.
Yeah.
It can even to eating, riding, superbike ataupun even what you call driving, or even macam playing, like I think I agree with you kan, kadang-kadang macam ada kadang-kadang yang kita ada satu habit ni kita panggil dalam eating macam cheat day lah. Kita diet dan kita cheat day kan.
Betul.
Kita bedah lah, sebat lah apa-apa pun kan. Ataupun ni kan bulan puasa kan, macam sebelum ni kita dekat pasar Ramadan tu kita beli macam-macam. Lepas tu tak habis makan. Itu pun saya rasa macam sedikit macam vengeance. When you wanted to have macam revenge lah, dendam lah macam cakap tadi. Right? But the thing is, you mentioned also vengeance syndrome can cause aggression.
Okay.
And it could possibly lead to violence. That's where the dangerous part, particularly in road safety.
Correct.
Jadi untuk tidak buang masa, you mentioned just now about some research you have done. Call some people in also your team members or lead auditors. Thank you so much and shout out to all of them. Give them a shout out sikit. Jadi untuk mereka ni, so the research you have done, can you share with us a little bit, Encik Aziz?
Okay. Alright.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is an important topic, vengeance syndrome, which is for road safety. And for many of us who are not aware, so please join us for this topic, because after about more than 30 days and we get another extension of PKP or MCO, we could have this vengeance syndrome. We don't know. So the thing is, we have here Encik Azizi to help us find out what is vengeance syndrome. Are you with the slides?
No, wait.
All right. So this is again come back to myself and while waiting for Encik Azizi. So vengeance syndrome can lead to aggression. This is something yang kita nak be aware, because it also can lead to violence. You drive recklessly, and of course we've seen in many videos on Facebook, Twitter, that some people drive carelessly, and after that incident happened, they probably tell you, I don't know why I did this, right? So that could be a vengeance syndrome. We don't know. So I'm waiting for Encik Azizi to
right
first. Now ready? Okay. So let's go to the slides. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so basically vengeance syndromes. So we want to know that whether the post MCO are going to be effect to the road user. Means that the aggression, the violence coming in through the vengeance. So this apa tu saya cakap the hypothesis lah. Basically, I'm carry out some hypotheses and the risk assessment through bow tie. Then to get further understanding how the risk can be affected to the road user. Definition of road user can be to driver and also. Are you hearing me? All right.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. To the road user, to the motorists, and then pedestrians and semua lah kan. Sama ada commercial atau tidak. Okay. Jadi kita at the end of the day, of course. If I'm throwing this title to you, and then after that, what is the output and what is the countermeasure? Of course, I also going to share with you the solution, and then maybe the countermeasure yang kita boleh guna pakai lah, right? That's the most important, Alright.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I would like to thanks all the members, So from I'm doing the risk assessment by having a bow tie methods, right?
Alright.
So I would like to mention here. Terima kasih kepada IR Haji Muhammad Khalil, Cik Muhammad Nazir from NIOSH, IR Haji Muhammad Khalil from the Khalil consultation, and then Dr. Ahmad Tajuddin is a emergency head from Hospital Tunku Puan Rahimah, and then Dr. Nurul Hafizah, and also Professor Dr. Wong Shohvun, and also from Mitran, but I doesn't put it because this topic is basically pop up when I'm discussing my research and other research with Dr. Wan from Mitran, Dr. Yanti, and the Dr. Radio. Okay, all right. So this basically the scope of our study is was carried out for us to have scientific case study on the impact on the vengeance syndrome after the MCO. Okay, everybody know based on the common and logic thinking of people, behavior of human. Human have a behavior. So individual behavior will interact with the environment and cognitive thinking. It means that the mind setting, whatever you view, the environment situation will impact you, right? Based on what he saw, feel, experience in his life. Then human behavior will be based on the level of understanding. That's why selalu kita ada percanggahan. Kau cakap lain, aku cakap lain, tetapi ada kekilafannya. Even dalam agama pun ada kekilafannya. Because what? The understanding, pemahaman seseorang tu di peringkat mana, ya. That's why kita ada quarrel. That's why the problems coming in, because the understanding is of a difference. Okay. Okay. So these two, the cognitive, the cognitive thinking of mind of individual, right? So the objective is to study, to evaluate the effect on safety and health of the road user in the context of human behavior and human factor in the following movement control order as imposed by the nation authority is an effort to fight against COVID-19 pandemics. Yeah. So this is the beginning. Alright. Let's kita brain in sikit. Bila kita cakap driver, saya ambil contoh. I'm getting an example for this 1 hour session as a driver. Okay, kita can also take contohnya motorist ataupun rider, tapi I take driver. Okay, according to Rotter 1994, driving represent a unique social setting with a very distinct rules and norm. Means that memandu ni ialah satu pekerjaan. Ya, kita kena setkan kepala kita, memandu ini ada satu pekerjaan. Bila cakap satu pekerjaan, dia ada rules yang dan norma-norma yang perlu kita ikuti.
Right.
So means that kita bukan saja kita pergi ke tempat kerja, kita kena ada rules yang kita ikut. Selepas kita balik kita tak ada. Salah. Jadi sebenarnya start saja kita memandu atau berada di jalan raya, kita dah perlu ikuti perundangan-perundangan yang tertentu. Okay? Which is expected to be uniformly obey by all road user. Bila dia tak obey road user tu, itu yang dia akan jadi aggression. Dia akan come up with ketidakpuasan hati. Kau tak patuh, aku patuh. Kenapa aku tak boleh tak patuh? So then kita change line dan sebagainya. Apa sebab kau tak follow traffic light color hijau? Then kita tak pandu. Oh, kita pun ikut sama. So these are the things, okay? And then by the understanding of this cognitive input, process and output, saya nak memahamkan pendengar-pendengar berkaitan dengan kaedah kita memandu. Of course, dalam gambar rajah yang ada di sebelah kanan ni, I put it PV. PV is process variable. What is process variable? Means ialah berkaitan dengan you punya jarak, you punya speed. This is process variable. So measured, what is your measured? You are going to measure. You akan tengok apa berhadapan dengan you. Kalau ada benda halangan, you akan brake. Kalau tak ada halangan, jalan luas, you speed. You measured. And then you measured the signages, you measured the car in front you, berapa jauh, berapa dekat. And then of course, for us to put in this agromatic, the input, process and output, we talk about input, process and output, kita kena put in a set variable. So contohnya kita nak sampai, most of the time kita membawa kenderaan daripada satu point ke satu point. Aku within 45 minutes aku kena sampai. Within 1 hour aku kena sampai. Within 2 hours aku kena sampai. So meeting pukul berapa? Kita dah set variable kita. Bila kita set the variable, kadang-kadang kita tak boleh sampai, then dia punya anatomy and physiology body will come to us to change the human factors. Pergerakan kita, So this is talk about MO1 semua ni ialah mechanism, the actuator, the final outcome. You want to push kanan, push kiri, atau braking, speeding, and then this is talk about input, process and output. This is a very famous block ataupun kita cakap diagram in engineering process, in management system also we talk input, process and output. The human factor.
Hold on, Azizi. Hold on, Hold on, Azizi. You mentioned about this topic called cognitive mind. The process variable and input variable will affect the cognitive mind. So are you saying like for vengeance syndrome, katakan the driver without knowing dia telah carry this vengeance syndrome, what will be the impact to him as he was driving?
Okay, basically when you have vengeance syndrome, it's talk about put in a set variable lah. Maksudnya betul dah awal-awal you dah buat satu set point, your collective mind. Your vengeance syndrome is put in dekat sini dah. Sekarang ni dah lama dah aku tak bawa kenderaan aku ni. Kasih testing yang satu kali kan. Let's kita try lah. Ini dah berapa, sebulan lebih dah masuk ni kan. Tayar pun tak tayar baru tukar pula tu sebelum MCO, nak ready for hari raya kan. And possibly hari raya pun tak dapat nak pergi mana-mana, semua duduk dalam ni kan. So apa akan jadi? So means that dia ada setting point. This time lah I boleh keluar, I akan try kan. Macam mana enjin baru, macam mana dia punya kepak baru. This to those yang owner of the car kan. Tetapi definitely I want to quote also, I get this information from former director of behavior from Miros, because I've been asked from Professor Dr. Wong to get this input from the behavior side, from the psychology side. Because from timing kita sebenarnya bila saya buat kajian ni, we are look at the perspectives of safety banyak on the occupational health safety, but we doesn't zoom down for the human factor itself, we doesn't zoom down to the behavior itself. Jadi bila Profesor Dr. Lo Siu bagi tahu, Siu Lo bagi tahu, you also kena tengok there is a positive also. It's not only the negative, because we talk about vengeance ni only put in negative mind, tetapi bila kita duduk in risk, there is a positive juga. Ada juga yang kemungkinan all the road user, dia jenis radar dan dia kata bersyukur aku dapat kembali ke jalan raya using that car. So then he will be appreciate that moment. Mungkin juga. Right? So kita kena tengok dua side. So tapi part of it, bila kita buat risk, banyaknya akan datang daripada negative side.
Right. Okay. So katakan, I want to ask you a question. Siapa yang selalu prone dengan vengeance syndrome ni? Ini remaja ke, orang dewasa ke, lelaki ke, perempuan ke, ataupun from your research, your experience?
From my perceptions, dia boleh jadi kepada semua road user. Okay, pertama. Tetapi from the scientific research, kalau female and male, dia akan jadi lebih kepada male, kepada lelaki. Research ada yang menyatakan banyak survey dan sebagainya, tapi banyak di broad lah kan, ada punya study talk about male more prone to the vengeance syndromes.
Okay. So is it and it's not limited to driving also, right? It could also riding and all that. So do you think, this kind of katakan someone is just find out, actually aku rasa macam aku ada this vengeance syndrome lah sebab dengar this session dengan you kan, dia kata ini mungkin vengeance syndrome dia kata. Jadi the thing is, how can someone know simptom-simptom yang dia ada ataupun petanda-petanda yang dia dah ada this vengeance syndrome, macam mana dia nak reduce ataupun minimize that sign?
It's quite difficult for individual to determine that I have a vengeance syndrome basically kan. Sebab and then kita boleh nampak contohnya kawan-kawan kita lah, from our friends kan, to be a monitor, to be orang kata a monitoring tools or measurement tools. Sebab apa? That's why I'm taking these topics or this title to the publics, is to give everybody, kalau boleh dengar dan faham dan sampai-sampaikan, it might be dia boleh terjadi kepada semua orang, semua road user. Dan kita pula kita tak ada psikologi punya analisis before kita membawa kenderaan. For 5 years kita tak ada psikologi untuk bawa untuk tested back all the driver, all the rider, how that is psychology in the road kan.
Right.
Even orang yang mabuk, I take as cases, orang yang mabuk ataupun orang yang langgar melakukan accident dan sebagainya, and then dia hanya disaman saja. After saman, pay, then habis, kan? Kita pun yang come back on the confirmation on the perspectives of safety and health.
Right.
Kita tak ada pun issue on that. Dia kena pergi, contohnya go for psychologist, dia go for in term of retraining balik, kan?
Right.
To have a competency balik. We doesn't have that. So jadi benda-benda ni is very difficult. Kalau kata case tu dia bawa ke mahkamah pun, if kata berlaku kemalangan, and then kita nak sabitkan kesalahan dia, kita hanya sabitkan kesalahan kepada kesalahan dia di atas lalu lintas.
Right.
Are not following the rules.
Right.
But why they are not following the rules, dia punya orang kata so called dia punya intermediating factors ataupun risk special factor yang mengakibatkan dia tidak mematuhi rules tersebut. Right. Kita tak pernah pun di Malaysia, I think belum sampai, tak ada. Semua research, tapi the implementation wise kita tak ada begitu. And concern of hanya kita cakap contoh the impact from orang kata intoxication, maksudnya kita minum alkohol ataupun drugs. Itu dia dah jadi dia punya, it's not behavior dia. Kita tak ukur dia punya behavior to take the drug. Dia dah tahu benda tu salah, why dia take. This issue. The issue is that dia take more, mengakibatkan dia gagal untuk mengawal, kawalan. Salah dia kawal. Right.
Okay. That's a good point that you brought up there. So in other words, as what you call society, we actually could do our role as well, right?
Correct. Yes.
Because the person who is carrying yang ada VS ni, vengeance syndrome ni, dia mungkin tak perasan. Tapi orang lain luar ni, kawan ke, saudara mara, ataupun yang kalau driver tu tengah drive, dan mungkin wife dia sebelah kata, abang apa buat laju sangat ni?
Correct.
Can that something yang kita boleh war-warkan?
That's why I cakap tadi, kalau nak kawal ialah dia kalau individually susah lah kan, tetapi kalau let's say kita ambil contohnya the words of journey management. This is a perkataan-perkataan dalam organisation. That's why I nak cerita pasal tadi road traffic safety management system. We have ISO 39001 coming into the picture. Is talk about ISO 39002 is talk about commuting, pergi dan balik. You need to have a system to monitor you punya pekerja pergi dan balik tau. So means that the organisation have the role and responsibility to take care the staff or the employees arrive at the workplace in a safe manner, dalam keadaan yang baik. So then how dia dengan ni? Mungkin dia boleh check pukul berapa keluar, pukul berapa sampai dan sebagainya. This is part of the yang saya nak bawa. This is one of the solution. Mungkin this new era, the organisation need to change the behavior of the employer in the road. Benda itu proven. Nanti saya tunjuk ada satu data yang boleh menunjukkan proven. The data already speak that the changes of the curve industrial accident reduction. Why? Because the changes of the organization. Right.
Yeah, let's go back to your slides, Encik Azizi. Can you help us?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so meaning that dalam kita punya driving ni kita kena faham, kalau kita nak to be safe in the road, we need to have knowledge. Memandu perlu ada knowledge, perlu ada skill. So what is antaranya dalam driving konsep di NIOSH kita ada terapkan, antaranya konsep 2P 1T ni lah. 2P 1T is what talk about pemerhatian, your visual, and that's why cakap process variable that you see. Sensor yang paling besar dalam pemanduan adalah mata. That's why kalau orang tak ada orang kata sensor of penglihatan, you're not allowed to untuk membawa kenderaan di jalan raya dan sebagainya. So then because this talk about cognitive, mata ni kita believe kadang-kadang, tapi kita kena ingat when kita kaji berkaitan dengan human factors, pemandangan kita ada limitation, manusia ada limitation, makan ada limitation, lebih sangat tak boleh, mata pun ada limitation. Berapa jam kita pandang, kita kena rehat dan sebagainya, due to kita punya pergerakan, after 4 hours kita punya journey, kita ada rehat dan sebagainya. It's talk about the cognitive. So bila kita punya all human factors, you talk about anatomy, ergonomic and physiology of the body, fail, then dia akan sampai satu impulse kepada otak kita to have a cognitive a different way. Jadi kadang-kadang ada error kat situ. We talk about error. That's why dalam proses input, process and output, the good input, kita buat comparator, and then processing, and then output, comparator, and come back to the continuous improvement. Itu pergerakan kita. Laju sangat, kita slow. That's the continuous. Laju sangat, ada kenderaan di hadapan, ada obstacle, we break. Okay. But kalau ada vengeance, kalau ada elements of vengeance, kita dah letak, aku peduli apa? Aku peduli apa? So I need to reach that particular place at this time and this time. Aku tak kisah zoom terus kan. Then kita akan mengakibatkan not obeying all the kita punya road traffic act dan sebagainya. And then kita ada limitation, and then perhatian, and then we go to the process. Process means ialah penilaian. Kita tengok, kita nilai. So dalam penilaian ni, we should have, I call it MRTSA lah, so basically the association, I'm from the former ini. So the MRTSA means that maintain room toward safety action. So means that kita kena ada cognitive mind to have, dalam apa cara pun, dalam keadaan mana pun kita memandu, we need to maintain the rooms, kenderaan kita tu, keadaan kita tu dalam keadaan selamat for us to take an action. That's why datangnya teori-teori, jarak di antara berapa, 2 saat, 4 saat sebagainya. And then 1001, 1000 semua datang teori. Smith punya teori dan sebagainya. You talk about to maintain a room for us to react based on the cognitive. Supaya bila kita receive one impulse, kita boleh buat satu tindakan yang dapat membuatkan kita punya actuator, so the servo system kita, the mechanism kita untuk bertindak secara selamat. Then baru datangnya output, the behavior action taken. Maksudnya sama ada kita behavior action taken dalam memandu ataupun membawa motor, ada dua saja. Pertama ialah kita brake. Kita rasa brake, kita brake. Ataupun kita maneuver, kita ambil cornering, kita maneuver daripada ada halangan dan sebagainya. Itu saja, dua je tindakan yang kita buat, braking atau maneuvering dalam pemanduan ataupun driving. Kalau kita rasa benda itu akan mendatangkan masalah kepada kita. Right. Next slide. So this is basically by Hennessy and Wiesenthal 2001 to define how that vengeance syndrome is come into the picture. So the mild driver aggression is more common behavior expression lah. So kita pernah dengar honking, yelling, obsessive gesture, tangan lah begitu beginilah kan. But represent a modest immediate threat or danger to road user. But this mild aggression might support the escalation to violence in putting the vengeful attitude. Maksudnya kita nak jadi violence, kita memang dah ada aggression punya sifat sebenarnya. Then put in, kita contoh, kita peduli apa lah, aku nak kena cepat, dia boleh buat potong, aku dendam, aku pun boleh potong dia.
Right.
Kan? Then this is part. Then satu lagi, driving vengeance has been defined as the infliction of physical pain, emotional harm, humiliation, annoyance and another road traffic user in response to perceived injustice. Right. Then ini quoted by Wiesenthal, Hennessy and Gibson from the research. And then I nak bagi tahu the correlation sebenarnya. Tadi yang cakap tadi cognitive. So mean the connection, the angry thought. Angry thought tadi. Apa contohnya? Bos marah, bini marah, tak duduk kat rumah feel tak berapa puas hati, kan marah kan? Sebab apa tak boleh keluar, kan? Rokok habis, cari rokok tak ada pula, kan? Then it's creating the emotional component. What is the emotional component? Is driving anger, membawa dalam keadaan yang ada perasaan tidak puas, marah kita tak tahu pada marah apa. Kadang-kadang sebelum keluar ada quarrel dengan wife, tidak bersependapat dengan tu, kita dah ada anger kan.
Yeah.
So okay, and then behavioral components, talk about the aggressive behavior. Maksudnya dia akan keluar lah. So dia akan bawa laju, dia akan speed laju kan.
Right.
To show that they are in aggressive behavior, right?
Right. Well, I think this is very enlightening, as you see, especially macam sekarang ni. I mean, lately the last 1-2 years, we've been having this issue, drivers going against traffic. You know? I mean,
correct.
Right. I mean, wrong lane driving, right? So sometimes you wonder how did they happen. I mean, this could be an explanation because they are so what you call overly emotional.
Correct.
Certain things that happen before they depart, driving and all that. So this could provide also a reason why that happened. I mean, you wonder. I mean, how can you go to the wrong lane in a big whole area, right? I mean,
definitely
possible
because the cognitive mind already not focused in the road, and then driver itself, because the mind's already been polluted lah. Sorry to
hijack lah. I mean hijack, hijack into that situation. All right, let's go back to your slide. I think you prepared a lot of stuff. Okay, that's good. All right.
Okay. Okay, from the newspaper cutting, I just take from the newspaper cutting. Okay. There's a lot of initiative to reduce 50%, basically from the perspective of the national policy on the transportation, and then the road traffic safety management system angle, and then from the practitioner, for the and then road user yang mengkaji berkaitan dengan jalan raya ni. Basically Malaysia want to cut down 50% from their records. So basically from JKJR, Miros, kadar kemalangan, ada police recorded 1,500 cases daily with 16 to 70 deaths. Itu sebelum MCO. Tapi sekarang we berjaya untuk turunkan 70%. Tapi itu bukanlah kerana kenderaan yang ada. It's because of kita eliminate. So means that the hierarchy of control sekali lagi prevail dekat sini, betul lah. Kalau kita nak prevent daripada berlakunya kemalangan, then kita kena tahu hazard. So what is the hazard? Hazard dia pada human. Kan? Human. Exposed to the road, exposed to the angle dan sebagainya, then kita jangan bagi diorang ni duduk. So tak ada. So sekarang ni banyak kenderaan tiada di atas jalan raya. So we eliminate the kenderaan. So 70% lah. Tetapi ini tidak akan berlaku selamanya, because after this yang kita kena tengok. So this is not pencapaian. This is not pencapaian yang kita perlu banggakan. Tetapi this is, for me, is an indicator for us to look it betul-betul. All the agency ni 70% mean you dah cut. Mungkin 70% kenderaan berada di atas jalan raya.
Right.
So you use 70% is because what? You cut 70% of the vehicle.
The input, right?
Jalan raya. Kan?
Yes.
So then apa akan terjadi selepas itu, right? Right. Ini memang satu data yang perlu kupas lebih lagi lah, because benda ni memang on 70% ni memang sebab 50% is the set point. Ni, right? Okay. I kaji sikit kat sini. Okay, this is from JKJR, right? Tapi orang akan cakap you are not comparing apple to apple. Yes, bukan I nak compare kematian due to this pandemic or to this virus and then kematian to the physical accident at the road. Cuma I nak cakap benda ni sebenarnya kena tengok dengan lebih detail, dan juga kena agensi-agensi yang berkaitan kena lihat secara terperinci. Means that, contoh I just comparing je. So the total number of cases of the due to COVID-19 case ialah 5,603. Kes kematian 95 kes. Okay. Kalau kita ambil dulu kita punya data on 2018, kemalangan kita ada 547,000. compare case dengan ni lah. Tapi itu saya cakap tadi, jangan don't marah saya So you are nak compare, betul saya tahu, tetapi cuma saya nak bagi satu impact kepada yang pendengar. Ialah kemalangan jalan raya ni sebenarnya jauh lebih tinggi. So maksudnya apa dia? Contohnya, kalau katakan kita 1,500 kes kemalangan setiap hari, 17 kematian atas jalan raya, 1 kes kemalangan setiap minit dan 1 orang mati setiap 84 minit. Okay, this is data yang ini JKJR punya. This is not my ni. This data I dapat earlier lah 2019 sebagainya.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That due to that kita punya pemandu. Pemandu kita ada 14 juta lebih. Kenderaan berdaftar kita ada 29 juta lebih. Aktif kenderaan ialah 20,000 lebih. 20 juta lebih. So 7% from it tak ada. So means that memanglah kita boleh menurunkan kadar kemalangan ke 70%.
Yeah.
Okay, tetapi impact selepas itu kita kena tengok lah. Okay, this is the just indicator yang mana yang paling banyak kemalangan dan sebagainya. Antaranya adalah Selangor dan Johor lah yang contributing Right. So because mungkin kenderaan yang banyak di sana. Then okay. Dan kalau kita ni Malaysia duduk tangga berapa, kita adalah di Asia. On the 2013 dan 2016 punya data from JKJR itself dan sumber WHO to confirm that kita duduk di tangga yang ketiga. Malaysia
meningkat meningkat fatality rates
kita berada di tangga ketiga di Asian country
Right. Aziz, saya nak tanya sikit yang fatality rate tadi. Kalau tengok just go back one slide behind. Ada satu part you mention dekat situ. The one yang bacat tadi tu.
Okay, right.
Yes, there are some countries macam Thailand, Laos, the fatality rates reduce. Any thoughts why it was reduced?
Lot of variable lah. I cannot simply pick exact what they are doing kan. Tapi cakap come back to the senang cakap beginilah. Kalau I punya perception through the practitioner, kemungkinan salah satunya policy from the government itself.
Right.
Yang berkaitan dengan sebab kita ni agensi terlalu banyak melihat benda yang sama, tetapi the output, the impact was not there. Contohnya baru-baru ni dan kita dengar for your information, JKJR. Dulu tu ada JKJR, sekarang JKJR pun dah akan dimasukkan dalam JPJ dan I thanks God dan supaya JKJR, JPJ and then dulu SPAD dan sekarang ni dah masuk jadi apart bawah JPJ juga, dia going to be a consolidate. So then benda tu lebih ada impact tinggi kepada kita road user. Because dulu dia duduk jabatan-jabatan lain, menteri lain, dia punya fokus yang lain, kau bagian promotion saja.
Right.
So dia kau enforcement saja. Okay, itu antaranya. Okay, lepas tu satu lagi berkaitan dengan behavior manusia juga kan.
Right.
Okay, behavior manusia, and then kemungkinan kalau kita nak tengok kalau kata Thailand dan sebagainya, fatality rates dia ni mungkin based on 1,000 population, of course Thailand vehicle yang banyak, penduduk yang banyak dan sebagainya, because satu benda mungkin behavior lah, we talk about behavior, come back to behavior, and then kenderaan tu juga sebagainya kan. Mungkin sistem jaringan jalan raya juga. This part of the punya kita boleh buat kajian yang selalu saya discuss dan juga the practitioner is identifying. Kita ada satu sistem jaringan jalan raya yang bagus, tetapi bila terlalu bagus, terlalu selesa, sometimes people abuse. Kadang-kadang juga begitu.
Right.
Ada juga berita itu compare, kalau you nak compare dengan Laos dan sebagainya kan.
Right.
Right. Kalau you still we can go, kalau kita buat kan, I'm also bikers, my friends going for a country, 3 country, pergi daripada Malaysia, Thailand, Laos, sebagainya border. Laos was masih lagi dalam kita kata jaringan jalan raya, dia tidak berapa bagus dan sebagainya, dan kemungkinan kenderaan dia tak mix to the kedudukan topologi geological dia kan.
Okay. Alright, go ahead. In your slides.
Right. Okay, this you want to orang kata apa, put in some another input to the cognitive mind of all the orang kata apa audience atau pendengar yang ada dekat luar ialah berkaitan dengan how that Malaysia be able to reduce number of accidents di dalam industri. Okay, so ini this is baca ni menunjukkan ialah total accident reported. Ini saya ambil daripada SOCSO. Jadi kita punya data pun kena tengok lah, kena faham siapa yang tengok data saya ni. Kalau SOCSO semua nak claim lah kan, to take a claim kan, the papasan kan, and then from road traffic ni isu satu lain lah, untuk pada road traffic saja. Tetapi data ni adalah untuk menunjukkan bahawa saya ada this total accident reported sebenarnya adalah tengok industrial accident dia, so warna merah, dan juga committing accident. So the committing accident sekarang ni are showing that a trend in trending dia incline kan, dia menaik. So then kalau kata industrial accidents warna merah tu dia decline. So apa sebenarnya yang kita dah buat? Itu kita kena bagi tahu, kita kena tanya. Kita kena persoalkan, adakah orang yang berada di dalam industri itu, adakah orang yang sama akan menggunakan jalan raya kita? So bermaksudnya dia boleh behave dekat dalam organisation. Means that the accident, the initiative put in by the respective agency, contohnya DOSH, NIOSH, giving a training, apa semua, to the industry, dan betul-betul ada in situ to reduce the number of accident di jalan raya. Tetapi kita road traffic ni talk about committing lah. Committing pergi balik using road road kan, jalan raya dan lalu lintas. Tetapi kita ada trend yang meningkat. Why?
So
jangan
belum tu Cik Zizi, saya nak tanya sikit. Between the what you call the road industrial accident dengan commuting accident, apa beza dua ni? Boleh define sikit?
Okay, industrial accident waktu dia menjalankan kerja, means that selalunya kita very simple to understand that bila kita pergi kerja, let's say pergi very good example, macam contoh kita masuk ke kilang. So jadi bila berlakunya kemalangan di dalam kilang due to kerja kita. Okay, tersepit ke, accidents ke, terpotong jari ke, kemalangan dan sebagainya, that's we call the industrial accidents.
Okay. Kalau macam pemandu lori bawa accident di jalan raya, itu industrial accident juga ke?
Yes, sama macam road trucker dan sebagainya, contohnya Petronas. Itu adalah kerja dia road truck, dia membawa kenderaan tu adalah dia punya kerja. Kiki.
Okay. Kalau commuting accident?
Commuting is talk about pergi dan balik jalan raya.
Pengguna biasa lah maknanya.
Pengguna biasa, pergi dan balik. Dia tu bekerja.
Okay.
SOCSO ni yang boleh claim hanya orang yang potong SOCSO lah kan.
Okay.
Jadi orang adalah penjarum. So means dia orang bekerja. Dia commuting. Dan jalan raya.
Okay. Now I get it. Alright, good. Alright, go ahead.
Right. So means that apa yang saya nak bagi tuan-tuan faham kat sini ialah there is a certain initiative been put in the industry yang berjaya menurunkan benda ni. Contoh inisiatif antaranya gazetted SHO contohnya. Certain health officer memang impact dia amat besar untuk melihat bagaimana sentiasa mengkaji how that the number of accident to reduce the risk of the operational, the risk of the the employee doing works, dia kaji to risk. That's why the continued improvement ada sebagainya. But on the committing ni sebenarnya kita banyak based on one time, satu kali je. Campaign bam, tapi tak ada continued improvement. The agency pun kalau kita tengok, maaf cakap lah, agensi kita pun based on bila kita buat enforcement, kadang-kadang ada seasonal, hari raya, Cina, kan? That will be a seasonal. Time tu kadang-kadang kita memang record, memang kita betul-betul lihat. The agency enforce certain rules and regulation supaya benda ni tak ni. Lepas tu dia jadi macam biasa balik kan. Because when talk about behavior, cognitive, manusia ni cakap dia ni fragile. Tahu. Hari ni duk dengar, esok belum tahu lagi.
Betul.
Dia boleh change, they can change. This talks about behavior manusia, kan? This is the behavior manusia. Then that's why behavior manusia ni hanya boleh dikawal dengan sistem. Di mana sistem tu akan monitor, bagi tahu selalu, kau tak buat ni, kau kena buat ni, kena buat ni, kena buat ni. Then kita lack on that, basically, right?
So in other words, I mean,
Right.
just relate to our COVID situation right now, right?
Right.
So in other words, the system is like a guidelines and kita mesti
Right.
enforce benda tu, kan? Macam COVID, you tak boleh keluar within this 10
Right.
kilometer, right? So kalau
Right.
kita tak buat macam tu, walaupun kita buat macam tu, masih lagi ada violators to that system, right? I think I could agree with you that we are good when we have system. Even dalam macam about human change punya situation, right? You kena ada discipline of you
Right.
doing that, right? I think
Yes.
it's very enlightening. Okay, go ahead. Aziz,
Right.
what else?
So this is the input. So it's just a study, yeah? Just a quick one ni. And then from the study, from the breakdown and then the analysis, of course akan dapat ialah the factor yang menyumbang adalah manusia. Betul? So 80.6% menyumbang kepada kemalangan jalan raya ialah berkaitan dengan manusia. Bila cakap manusia ni, dan saya akan cakap there is a jalan punya factors and there is a kenderaan. So bagaimana I drive? Okay, ini just my framework, old school framework. Ini I suka macam ni sebab apa? I boleh tengok ni orang bayi ni, oh Cik Azizi, terlalu complicated. Basically it's very simple je sebenarnya ni.
Kalau exam ni pening nak keluar balik framework ni, kalau kena jawab ni.
This framework orang yang buat dia boleh senang.
Right. Okay, cerita sikit.
Okay, so untuk berlakunya kemalangan sebenarnya, understanding. So untuk berlakunya kemalangan, dia kena ada elements of contohnya this is we need to differentiate near miss, incident and accidents. Then due to the road traffic safety berlaku accident. How that this will come? Kita kena tengok the hazard. Hazard ni ialah kalau by definisi, hazard ialah potential to cause harm. Apa jua? Situation, keadaan, orang, manusia. Kalau di jalan raya, orang lain tu adalah hazard kepada you sekiranya dia gagal untuk mengawal you. Contohnya, bila I put in di sini, hazard due to MCO, COVID-19, exposed to unskilled driver and rider after 1-2 months. Mungkin skill dia akan berkurangan. And then to vengeance, and then exposed to unused braking system. Dah dua bulan kereta mungkin tak berjalan. So dah berkarat. Tak, hujan panas tak berjalan pun. Kan? And then again exposed to vengeance. This is the hazard. The potential to cause harm. When this element, this hazards, of course hazard ni kita nak identify dia through the risk assessment. So kita ada 2D sebagainya, and then I using the 3101 dalam botai konsep dia pakai elements hazard ni bila dia contact with the variable. Okay, contact with the variable. What is the variable? Human, plant and machinery and environments. So dia akan jadi kemalangan. Okay, benda ni contact with the variable, benda ni akan put in the incident or accident. Okay. So dalam botai nanti akan tunjuk dia kajian dia lebih kepada people, environment, asset and reputation. Tapi I pecah kat sini human. Hazard contohnya expose unskilled driver ataupun rider. Then dia expose kepada satu lagi kenderaan which di bawah. So dia akan berlakulah insiden. So bagaimana kita nak kawal? Kita kena ada, that's why undang-undang kena put in place. This is minimum requirement. And then for the organisation, it's not only the law to be in place, but we need to have a best practice.
Right.
That's come the organisation. That's why sekarang ni a new norm, we need to have a system in the workplace, in the organisation, to remold, perkataan dia remold the cognitive mind of the road user. So dalam aspek kejadian pula, bagaimana satu berlaku ialah kalau kita ambil daripada perspektif cognitive human behavior ni, it talk about the multi causation theory ni is from Henry the gurus, Henry
Right.
The aggression, the vengeance, and the violence. Kalau OSH punya perspektif is direct control, indirect control, and indirect cause, then root cause. Kalau dalam RTSMS, they are using using the RTS performance factors. We call RTS performance factors. We measure what? So in order for them to caught in incident and accident through the vengeance ni, dia panggil risk exposure factors. Contohnya ialah road user. Risk exposure factor tu antara measuring yang kita tengok adalah road user. Then jumlah perjalanan, the VKT, vehicle kilometer travels, and then satu lagi ialah berkaitan dengan intermediate safety outcome factors. Yeah, where is my cursor? Okay, ISOF ni ialah berkaitan dengan intermediate safety outcome factors, and then the third ones ialah berkaitan dengan final safety outcome factor, is the number of accidents, kebarangkalian dan sebagainya.
Right.
Alright, so this is talk about the hazard. Then benda-benda ni lah lepas tu akan berlaku ada vengeance, due to kemalangan kecil from the vengeance punya driver tadi that have a syndromes, it might cause a bigger picture of the emergency situation.
I just want to ask you, Cik Azizi, this is very enlightening. Now after you explain that, I'm beginning to appreciate this one-page view of the vengeance syndrome. And you mentioned something just now that we need to remold. We need to remold the collective mind of the road users. So are you saying that katakan after this COVID and the MCO going to be lifted, right? Is it a wise idea to make sure it is done on a staggered basis? Maknanya bukan macam okay guys, COVID dah habis, besok you all boleh pergi drive. So everybody will be, on the road, right?
Yes.
And do you think it's a better idea to have it, okay, sekarang ni 10 kilo saja, now you can drive interstate, ataupun not more than 20 kilo, then maybe after 1 week, 2 weeks, is that better or not? What's your thought about this?
Individually, I'm thinking it will be bagus to buat macam tu lah. For us to gain our confidence level with the car, namanya. Kan, kita ada confidence levels balik. We talk about numbers of months that kita tak memandu tau sekarang ni. Kalau contoh macam orang kata ketua keluarga macam I pandu juga. So maksudnya mungkin seminggu sekali I keluar pergi beli kan. Itu pun kadang-kadang kenderaan ni macam ni apa sebagainya kan. Tapi terus macam contoh wife kita yang bergerak dulu, dan sekarang ni dia tak bawa kereta dah. Dia dah 2 minggu tak bawa, bukan 2 minggu, 2 bulan mungkin after this, dia tak bawa kenderaan. Then dia need to have some confidence level to gain back. Mungkin dia sebelum tu dia mungkin panaskan jalan di sekitar ni sebagainya. I'm agree with that, tetapi cuma in the policy maker punya situation, mungkin tak dia berlaku macam tu. Individually, you guys yang dengar, you need to start lah balik buat benda tu. Maksudnya kalau start saja, the MCO habis, and then kita tengok pada keadaan sekarang pun ada yang curi-curi juga kan. That's why numbers of saman on due to this PKP ramai. Right.
Okay, we have another 3 minutes for you.
So okay, a lot of things to ni. Okay, just ni. Alright, very fast one. Okay, this is the PKP. So this is PKP time. So what the people? Okay, come back. Okay, alright. This is a PKP time. You see that? This is again from the WhatsApp group from my friend yang kata boring sebagainya. You look that how people behave. Where is the cursor? Okay, this is PKP time.
Gantian tu.
Right. So this is stop. Okay, apa PKP? and then after the PKP tamat,
That's scary.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it will be like that kalau kita tak jaga. So
Yeah.
then, of course, we need to have a system.
Yeah.
Then I think a remole means that the organisation doesn't have a management system in place toward the road traffic safety management system, because the context is very, orang kata apa, huge. RTSMS ni bukan pada syarikat-syarikat yang besar saja, it also for the individual to change. Sebenarnya organisasi boleh menukar behavior pekerja ataupun dia punya staff berkaitan dengan risk, macam mana dia lihat risk di jalan raya. So road traffic safety management system is talk about bagaimana organisasi punya risiko, ini operational punya risk to the managerial and to the policy maker, right?
Yeah.
I need to pass one. This is a bow tie. So yang I buat, kita buat. So we got the bow tie. We got. I go to the finding, better. Okay, the risk assessment that we conclude 9 track which have been identified to have a cause the changes in behavior of individual while driving the vehicle, and 11 affect consequences of result of vengeance syndrome to individual and road user. And then so how that we going to control? How should the control measure does not function? Okay, ni and then okay, by applying the risk assessment method, the data will be solve the metric dan sebagainya. On conclusion from the risk assessment analysis conducted, it's obvious that there is a significant impact on the road user following the post MCO. Okay, so that's why hence awareness is included to road user organization, government agencies such as JPJ, PDRM, and media definitely need to work together closely to plan and implement proactive action. So to face the reality on the new norm, we need to know the new norm ni.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a part of yang I ambil the barrier and then also then countermeasure. Then kita tengok balik, we need to calibrate. Perkataan dia tadi remole, and then satu lagi to calibrate back on our standing berkaitan dengan pematuhan undang-undang, pemakaian tali pinggang keledar dan sebagainya. And then kita kena calibrate balik berkaitan dengan kompetensi kita. So I put this one ialah di SDT, ISO base 2001, 2002 dalam organisation mampu untuk melihat ataupun control the risk of this vengeance. The impact is what is outcome ni, kita nak bagi juga kepada yang dah ada risk matrix, dah ada sistem. Please look into the new risk yang bakal you akan ada juga ni. Put in your risk assessment, right?
Right.
So and then this the last one, I think masa tu mencemburi I. So the behavior, you cakap tadi macam mana nak kawal the behavior. Inilah salah satunya. The spiritual behavior, most of it we need to have because of the stress dan sebagainya, spiritual things kan. One part of it makanan rohani kita kan. So di sinilah antaranya. Okay, kita kena bacalah ayat-ayat, contohnya doa menaiki kenderaan ni. So subhanallazi sarana haza wa ma kunna lahu muqrinin wa inna ila rabbina lamunqalibun. Okay, so okay, that's the thing. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
We hope that ini saya cakap tadi penurunan 50, okay, pada tahun 2030, tetapi kita dapat 70 because the MCO, the elimination, right?
Right. I think the MCO is an anomaly situation.
Right.
Anomaly, but definitely give us a little bit of input how that the human factor which is contributing to the road traffic accident. It's one input yang paling major sekali is the human being. I mean us, all of us, right?
Yeah.
So although the statistic is a bit of anomaly, but it gives us a different light. In other words, it can be reduced. Right? So I think that's very useful. Okay, 1 minute for you to wrap up as a final words, Cik Azizi.
Thank you, Cik Carol from DT, and then thank you also from Nayo Certification giving me the opportunity, Cik Samsul, my SM, and then to give this because I would like, memang lama dah nak bagi satu input to the public to kata apa to generate orang kata apa the elements of concern terhadap behavior kita dalam road kan. And then of course for the organisation, your organisation can play a role I think vital role lah dalam case ni untuk implement a system toward the road traffic safety management system ni, and in situ, perkataan in situ ni pergi bukan saja sekadar cakap-cakap saja. Okey, kita memang ambil berat tentang kita punya staff pergi dan balik, tetapi at the end of the day you tak tahu pun dia ada kenderaan yang baik untuk datang ke tempat kerja atau tidak. So ini yang benda-benda yang perlu kita tengok secara in situ. Means that in situ means perkataan yang kita ambil daripada microorganism. So we talk about COVID, microorganism going to that, then in host kita pergi tengok betul-betul. So then the system is also dia ada PDCA cycle. This is continuous improvement, justifiable. The risk is flexible. Okay, due to environments, due to the management of change dan sebagainya. So this time around pendengar-pendengar sana, please dengar macam mana kita nak kawal kita from the organisation can control kita untuk jadi kita lebih selamat di jalan raya.
Alright.
Right.
Okay, with that, thank you so much, Encik Azizi. Big hand to Encik Azizi. Thank you very much, and I'm also to Nayo, to Encik Kamzul and Encik Azizi and all your team to prepare this for this session. Thank you once again. Salam Ramadan, selamat puasa. I hope to see you again in the next session, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. Thank you.
Friday and a good weekend. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. So with that, thank you so much for everybody for watching. And this is, I hope this session give you a little bit of understanding why we need systems, why we need road safety, because vengeance syndrome is something that we don't know that we have if we are not aware about it. So if any of your co-pilot, your wife or your spouse on the left, or your kids trying to tell you that, hey, Papa or Mama, you drive too fast, you should be more careful, please take that nasihat, advice positively, because they are your loved ones, they care for you, and probably because our collective mind may not be fully aware because of this MCO, and we probably need that kind of help from external. And also, I like the tips from Encik Azizi just now. He says about di mana you akan control diri you, slowly go to the traffic. Go to traffic slowly, plan yourself, try sikit-sikit dulu, kemudian as you get a hang of the driving, then you'll be much better to drive further ataupun lebih lama. Three things yang he mentioned just now, the hazards. One is lama tak bawa kereta. Kedua, the unused braking system. Brake kita nak jaga, so I pun nak kena check dekat I punya kereta, brake ni okey lagi ke tak. Dan ketiga, you're susceptible to the revenge. With that, thank you so much. Have a good Friday. Salam Ramadan, have a good puasa, and enjoy your weekend this week. No pasal Ramadan for now, but it's okay, have your home cook. Jadi kalau tak ada apa lagi, kalau saya jumpa tuan-tuan dan puan-puan lagi seminggu. We're going to have another session in 1 week time. Someone very special on special topic. I'll keep you posted. Follow us on DT Leadership business page. Kalau masak terjadi pun tak apa, boleh post dalam group dekat sana. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.